as he presents his case for the UK remaining within a reformed European Union. The Prime Minister will outline details of last week's deal with EU leaders, which paved the way for him to call a referendum on EU membership on 23rd June. He says the deal strengthens British sovereignty and the UK will be safer and stronger remaining in the EU. His intervention is being seen as a significant blow to Mr. Cameron's campaign to remain in the EU. The Leave campaign was given a major boost by Boris Johnson, who said the only way to change the EU was the votes to go. The Prime Minister, who argues EU membership offers more power to the UK, will take his case to the Commons this afternoon. There, the stance of backbenchers will be closely watched in what is swiftly becoming an intense campaign. The Islamic State group says it carried out a bomb attacks in the Syrian capital Damascus and the city of Homs, which left at least 140 people dead. Nkirikana Jemba reports that 4 blasts in the southern Damascus suburb killed at least 83 people.
Earlier in Homs, 57 people, mainly civilians, were killed in a double car bombing. The blast came as President Bashar al-Assad told reporters Syrian refugees should not be scared of returning home. More than 250,000 Syrians have been killed in the conflict. Some 11 million others have been forced from their homes, of whom 4 million have fled abroad, including growing numbers who are making the dangerous journey to Europe. Earlier, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry said a provisional agreement had been reached with Russia on a partial truce. However, he admitted issues remain to be resolved and said he did not expect any immediate change on the ground. Earlier this month, world powers involved in the crisis in Syria agreed to seek a cessation of hostilities, but the Friday's deadline came and went. In Kiruka, Anna Jemba reporting.
A taxi driver has been held over the deaths of 6 people in an apparently random shooting spree in the Michigan city of Kalamazoo. Jason Brian Dalton, 45, was arrested after attacks at 3 locations on Saturday evening. 2 people, including a 14-year-old girl, remain seriously ill in the hospital. It has been confirmed that Mr. Dalton was a driver for cab-hailing firm Uber. Prosecutors are investigating whether he took fares between attacks. Kalamazoo County prosecutor says the suspect is likely to face multiple counts of first-degree murder and attempted murder when he appears in court. Meanwhile, police have identified the victims of the attacks. A baby at the center of an asylum brawl in Australia has been released from hospital into community detention. But the government says baby Asha will be sent to an offshore camp in Nauru once she is well. Earlier, doctor refused to discharge the 1-year-old who was being treated for serious burns unless she was provided a suitable home environment. The standoff sparked protests in support of the doctors. Asha will now stay with her family, including her mother, in community detention. An immigration officer will monitor the family and their movements will be restricted. Immigration minister said she would be sent to the offshore processing center on Nauru once her medical and legal problems surrounding the circumstances of her injury were solved. Still on the world news, a public memorial service has been held in New Zealand to remember victims of a powerful earthquake that struck the city of Christchurch 5 years ago. A total of 185 people died in what was considered to be the country's worst natural disaster in more than 80 years. It left the center of Christchurch in ruins with thousands of homes destroyed. The city is slowly being rebuilt, but many residents are still waiting for insurance claims to be settled. And now from the exciting world of sports to Nigerian players Victor Moses and Emmanuel Eminike, we on the scorer's sheet as they helped their club West Ham to record 5-1 victory over Blackburn Rovers in the FA Cup 5th round. Blackburn Rovers, playing before home fans, opened scoring in the 20th minute, but Victor Moses equalized in the 26th minute. West Ham made it 2 before half-time. In the second half, Emmanuel Minike scored 2 goals and Payat sealed victor for West Ham. Both teams finished the match with 10 players after conceding red cards. In other matches, Chelsea secured qualification to the quarter-finals of the FA Cup after recording 5-1 victory over Manchester City. Tottenham lost at home 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Before we end the Independent Television World News, a quick look at the global weather update for today.
Television news, truly independent.
Do you want to be a practicing journalist, a reporter, a presenter, or broadcaster? Then here is the golden opportunity you have been waiting for. Push Africa, in partnership with Job 8, is offering graduates with flair for jobs in the media industry, practicing journalists, unemployed graduates, NYSC core members, and other professionals an 8 weeks media and journalism training in Abuja. Start date 29th February to 18th April 2016. Venue Push Africa, Center for Capacity Building, Apo, Abuja. Accommodation and resource materials is 150,000 naira. Deadline for registration 20th February 2016. Application forms are currently on sale for 5,000 naira. Download application forms from our website and pay at EcoBank branches nationwide. For details, visit www.pushafrica.org or call 081-339-44345. This program is officially supported by the Nigerian Union of Journalists and the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC.
A property for sale, or you want properties anywhere in Nigeria? Stewart Properties, your one-stop property merchant, builds, buys, and sells properties at very affordable rates. With our team of professionals, you're sure to get bungalows, duplexes, estates, shopping mall, just the way you want it with the right standard and specification. Check this out. For more enquiries, visit Stewart Properties at Stewart Group, 69 Mission Road, ground floor, opposite Group Road Junction, Benin City. Website www.stewardresourcesng.com. Telephone 0818 377 2736 or 0902 117 2788. Stewart Properties, your unique choice.
Do you want to be a practicing journalist, a reporter, a presenter, or broadcaster? Then here is the golden opportunity you have been waiting for. Push Africa, in partnership with Job 8, is offering graduates with flair for jobs in the media industry, practicing journalists, unemployed graduates, NYSC core members, and other professionals an 8 weeks media and journalism training in Abuja. Start date 29th February to 18th April 2016. Venue Push Africa, Center Center for Capacity Building, Apo, Abuja. Tuition, accommodation, and resource materials is 150,000 naira. Deadline for registration 20th February 2016. Application forms are currently on sale for 5,000 naira. Download application forms from our website and pay at EcoBank branches nationwide. For details, visit www.pushafrica.org or call 081-339-44. Officially supported by the Nigerian Union of Journalists and the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC.
For Libya before I come become driver for you. We sabi the road. Now so the road sabi us. Once we move, nothing they see. Journey of 3 hours. Now 1 hour we take the runner. Oga come make with
you fail. Next. You know see how this cut and this time where Oga give us fine. If your family follow us travel, then go watch film and listen to music tire. As we dey dance Azoto for television, that's how our boss they dance Azoto for road. Whether gallop or no gallop. Oh yeah, make with the go, Oga. You fail. Next.
For Ameosa Motors, now safety of all our passengers be number one. We dey make sure say we use new motor and driver we qualify carry our passengers reach where them they go. You sabi say many of our road no good. We dey take extra care drive for safety and comfort.
Correct. Safety first. Go.
Ameosa Motors has lion be king of forest now, so Ameosa Motors be king of the road. Bam.
Aluminium.
By celebrating with every one of you out there, talking about you and you born in the month of February, okay? It is the lovers month, still trending. People are still receiving their Valentine gifts, okay? While some are still waiting and hoping that one day probably they might get their Valentine's gift and all that. But all the same, it is a month of love, so let's spread love. Come on, man. Love somebody. Get somebody something, okay? And after that, we'll get to enjoy a little comedy. I got something special as well. And what we tag the blast from the past will definitely come, all right?